Namaste, everyone, and welcome. So this is our first session this Wednesday on Anchor the Light. And so before we start, let's ask for a blessing, shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the spiritual elders, Holy Masters, Saints, Archangels, Holy Angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally to my teacher, Master Choa Kok Sui Mahaguju Mailing, we thank you for divine light, divine love, divine wisdom, guidance, help, and protection. Thank you in full faith, and so it is. All right, so what should we talk about? So I pulled up my teacher's book and, when in doubt, always ask for guidance. And it's interesting, when I open the page, the first thing that pops up, just like some of you go, right there. Anyway, I just opened it up, this showed up. My teacher said, life is like an echo. When you give something, it comes back to you many, many times. And, there's so much talk about law of attraction, this law, that law, and everything. The funny part is nobody talks about the law of karma. It's just funny because most people, their perception of karma is usually something that punishes you, right? So I just want to share this with you. It says, what did it say? When you give money to charity, okay, if you tithe, you must also be willing to receive the divine blessings of prosperity. If you will not receive it, your capacity to give will be adversely affected. This goes against the law of cycles. If you don't receive, you get depleted. You cannot just exhale without inhaling. I know a lot of you heard me say that so many times. I just want to emphasize that. And before we keep going, many years ago, I made this big mistake. Okay? And that big mistake was, I was listening to my teacher in class, and he was talking about certain topic. And he's taught it a few times. And because when it comes to the United States, I'm the guy who's flipping the transparencies. There's no PowerPoint at that time. Basically, those plastic things. I go, okay, so, and he's not the most patient guy in the world. So when he's talking, if he wants me to get to a certain slide, he assumes I know it. I'm going, how the heck am I supposed to know these things? He'll just look at me and go, okay, that. I'm going, what? That's a topic. I'm going, So at some point, I practically memorized his deck of transparencies. So what I do is like fan it like a credit card, not credit card, what do you call it? Playing cards. I open up like this. You go, it's just like baseball. You have signals. So at some point, I pretty much anticipate what he's going to say. Here's my point. So I've heard the same topic like last 3 times he came to the United States. It's about karma, it's about loving, giving, and so on and so on. So at some point, I was getting bored. I go, I heard that so many times, teach me something new. And the realization I came at that time, because when he taught it again, I think the 4th or 5th time, in practically the same words, was like, yeah, you heard it. Are you practicing it? You see, most people have so much information, especially these days. You press a few buttons, you have the internet, the prophet Google tells you, right? So you know everything. Literally, it's at your fingertips. The question is, are you doing anything about it? Because let's face it, knowing it and doing it are 2 different things. And same thing with what I'm sharing with you now. I'm sure you heard this, a million times. The question is, are you doing anything about it? I'm the kind of person which, over the years, because not of myself, but I was trained by my teacher, is you knowing something and you not doing something don't count. I know some go, oh, you're not giving yourself credit. It's just the way my training was. Because he says, there are a lot of people who know stuff. There are a lot of people who talk a lot of stuff. There are a lot of people with a lot of intentions, but they do nothing. Absolutely useless. He doesn't say this in public, of course. He just says it to the inner disciples. He says, look, you guys have been given lots of teachings. If you're not practicing, it's useless. I'm going, what? I've studied. I have all these notes. He goes, yeah. Are you practicing? No, I'll get to it. Oh, teach me more techniques. And he goes, what's the point of giving you new techniques if you're not even practicing what you were given? I'm sharing this with you because we have a tendency to say, oh yeah, that's good teaching. Interesting. Oh, let me study this. Let me study it. So you're sitting on the internet for hours going to useless websites. And then by the time you're done, you become a student of Confucius. You're more confused. No, I'm just kidding. You get the point? And so this part on tithing, giving money to charity, the law of karma, is one of them. All of us have heard, what goes around comes around. Right? When you give, you receive. Blah, blah. You can probably recite more verses in every holy book than I can. The question is, are you practicing? You don't have to quote all of them. You just need to know one sentence and do it well, and that's what counts. And just give me an example. Many years ago, we're in a spiritual retreat. And while we're setting up, getting the class ready and everything, this one guy, one of the students, was having severe back pain. Okay? And if you've taken pranic healing, back pain is one of the, let's just say, easiest to relieve in less than 1 or 2 minutes. Okay? So I'm so busy doing things, and she, back pain. Oh, okay. I'm going, I gotta get this done. Grandmaster Tokoksui is gonna be on stage in probably an hour, so I need to get this part done. So I asked one of the ladies who I've seen them, she's one of the students, been there for a few years. I say, hey, do you mind just, helping him with his back pain? So I was doing all these things, I'm looking, and she's like, I'm going, what the heck? Hello? You know what she said? Well, I studied 27 different modalities. I don't know which one to use. I was going, get out of the way. No, I didn't say that. I go, let me handle it. So I said, okay, stand there. Less than 2 minutes. How do you feel? Oh, pain gone. Thank you. My point, I don't know 27 different techniques. I know one. But I do my best to be the best at it. Get the idea? There's so many people with so many things that they know. The question is, which one do you know well? That is what counts, because what you don't well, you don't have certainty, and you don't get certainty by doing it, by not doing it. Make sense? And one of those things that people in the universe knows, the law of karma, or some people think it's your opinion of karma. What goes around comes around, what you sow, what you reap, and yet you're still screaming and yelling at people. You're still stealing. You're still doing all these stupid things, and you go, yeah, I know the law of karma. There's a disconnect here somewhere. Make sense? I know that sounds harsh, but I'm just sharing it because I already can sense. The minute I bring it up, you go, that again, I know that topic. Come on, tell me something cosmic. Hello, there's nothing more cosmic than the law of karma. Because you could be on this side of the universe, on the other side of the other next 3-5 universes. As far as I know, I guess I'm completely wrong. My alien friends told me there's also law of karma there. Okay, shall we? All right. Life is an echo. What you give, when you give something, it comes back to you many, many times. If you want to inhale, you have to exhale first. Good point, huh? Yeah, you're right. Okay. Within giving are the seeds of prosperity. In tithing, you must decree that the good karma will come back to you and your family many, many times. Avoid financial emphysema. When you don't have money, you must give more. I know some of you go, what did he just talking about? Okay. Let's just break it down. Again, if you want to know more, I didn't write this. I'm not the genius who wrote this. This is Grandmaster Joe's book, okay? It's called Achieve the Impossible. All right? Wherever you are in the world, if you have a pranic healing center, they should have this book. All right. Before you inhale, you need to exhale first. Some of you have joined us in our meditations, in our Hatha Yoga. You notice there's certain breathing techniques that we do, to clean the aura, activate the chakras and everything. If you remember, oftentimes I will tell you, okay, before we practice, before we do this special breathing technique, yogic technique, first exhale. The question is why? If you don't first exhale, you don't create space. It's just like a lot of us, oh, we want more prosperity, we want more abundance. If you don't give money or give anything else out, there's no output, there's no space for input. You're still full. It's just like, if you just had a big meal, if you don't somehow take a dump or poop, there's no room. Okay? If you drank so much water, if you don't go for a pee, there's not much room. Same thing. And so a lot of people don't realize that they just have, oh, I know the techniques, so I know how to use the power of my thoughts. I visualize this, I chant 1,000 billion mantras. I do this, and they go, I've been doing all these techniques, nothing's working. That was my mistake. A lot of you want to be prosperous. And you have every technique, you can go stillness, you can visualize this, chant this mantra, have this manifestation frequency of how many hertz. And you look at YouTube, guaranteed by the time you're done, you'll be more confused than when you started, unless you have a plan going in. Because one leads to this one, to this one, to this one, to this one, right? But all those techniques don't mean anything if you don't have the karma credits. You don't believe me? Go study it for another few lifetimes. We'll talk again. I made that mistake before. Because in Kri Shakti, the prosperity course that God Messenger taught us, which we're teaching, hopefully soon, I don't know when, you're taught about the power of the spoken word. The power of creating powerful thoughts. Because what these thoughts and these powerful words do, they go into the energy world, like your psychic assistants, change the conditions of the energy world, so that blueprint has a tendency to materialize. It's as simple as that. That's what you call materialization. Materialization is a thought that is in the inner world, the mental world, has to take time for it to come down to the emotional world and to the physical world. That's what's called materialization. Now, that process can be learned, can be studied, can be practiced. Okay, and a lot of you, a lot of times you go, yeah, we just think about it, it happened. Because somehow, there's an algorithm within you that's able to do it in the background to create that energy in the energy world. Make sense? However, as I've shared with you many, many times, this is the way my teacher explained it. Now, by the way, you notice I keep saying my teacher because, again, who I am today, I give full credit to my teacher because before that, I was a useless brat, rebellious kid that she had to go, not sweeping. Okay, anyway. So, the way he explained it is, I've shared it with you many times. In order to have light in the ceiling, you need two components. You need the electricity and the light bulb. You can have the best light bulb in the universe. If you don't have electricity, it doesn't work. Same thing. If you have, super clean current going through, no light bulb, no light. And so the hard work that we do, the planning, the scheduling, the powerful thoughts, the positive thinking, all that stuff is great and wonderful. That's the light bulb. That's why, people who are great planners, have every idea, greatest education, all the circumstances, conditions are great, but nothing happens. Because they're lacking what? The karma credits. It's that invisible something that's called the law of entitlement. All right? And so I'm sharing this with you because, unfortunately, I see so many people who they have good hearts. They really want to help people. They want to do all this stuff. So they plan everything. Go, how come we're not getting the breaks? How come this jerk over here barely does anything and somehow things work out? How is that opening up for me? And the way my teacher explained this is because karmically, you're not yet entitled. Okay? Now, whether you believe this or not, I don't really care. It is what it is. You can't handle it, go leave. Okay? Because I can tell some of you go, yeah, but I don't believe it. Then go away. All right. Listen carefully. The idea here is as simple as this. I've shared this with you many times. What the Lord Buddha taught. Causes and conditions. Most of the time, we're focused on fixing the conditions. We never thought of the seed. The seed is good karma. Okay? So, we have this prosperity Zen going on, cleansing your consciousness, imprinting positive thoughts and emotions. But one of the things that we do there, and I emphasized it, was the mountain of money meditation. What it does is, in that meditation, it's a very short one, we're training your subconscious and conscious mind to be able to give and share and be learning to receive. Because without that in there, you can have the best techniques in the world. Without those karmic credits, nothing happens. Make sense? Now, the thing is this, though. I know a lot of you who are on the spiritual path, you say, I give, man. I give so much. The question is, are you receiving? I don't know about you, but when I first got started in the spiritual path, I went to one extreme to the other. The first extreme was, I'm such a giving person. I give, I share, I give. But when something comes back, something good, someone will take me to lunch, someone will say thank you, give me money, whatever. No, it's okay. It's okay. I don't expect anything back. A lot of you have that problem. It's not a problem. It is if it's excessive. If you don't learn to receive, I'll quote the teacher. If you don't receive, you get depleted. You cannot just exhale without inhaling. If you will not receive, your capacity to give will be adversely affected. And again, you've heard this many, many times, but I want to just remind you. When you give, when blessings come in many different ways, you have to say, Lord God, thank you, accept it, improve your life. So as your life improves, your finances improve, it gives you ability to give more. There's one more thing. It is connected to self-worth. Some of you go, okay, let's talk about it. Self-worth. A few years ago, I was teaching this Kri Shakti course in UK, in England. Some of you are watching. You guys might remember this. So, pretty much the same talk. Learn to give, learn to receive, and so on, so on, so on, so on. During the break, Les Flitcroft in UK. By the way, if you're from UK, he's the best instructor that I know in UK. And he teaches well. He cares for people. And during the break, he pulls me to the side and he goes, what you do? I go, what are you talking about? I have this line of people crying. I go, why are they crying? They go like this. I'm sitting in the back. They come up to me during the break. They go, that guy make me cry. I'm going, what the heck? What do I make them cry? Because you let them realize they're such good people, but they feel guilty of receiving. They don't feel they're worthy of receiving. So they come to me crying, I have to heal them. I go, oops, what the heck do you want me to do? It is what it is. Anyway, he was just saying jokingly. And just reminded me that one of the reasons why people are not prosperous is because they don't feel worthy, or they don't feel they deserve to be happy and prosperous. A lot of it, not all, a lot of it goes back to our upbringing. We always see or hear stories of, oh yeah, the poor guy, he's suffering so much, he's going to heaven. The rich guy who has everything in life, he's happy, he has so much money, he's barbecuing in hell. That story is told to you enough times, what happens? When things are going well, you start waiting, how long is this going to last? When the other shoe's going to drop, or whatever that American term is. Because you always think like, to suffer is to be spiritual, which is pure BS. It's a belief system, as Tony Robbins says. You exhale, you inhale, you exhale, you inhale. That was the mistake I made before. I gave, I healed, I did this and did this. At some point, I didn't charge people anything. I would teach and this and nothing. For me, it's like, oh, but it's all spiritual work. Then when I was having financial issues, I went to my teacher, Master, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. He goes, look, you're exhaling, but you're not inhaling. But Master, we're supposed to give without taking. He goes, who said? Whoever told you that you could be exhaling, never inhale? And then later on, many years later, of course, as you know, 4 years ago, I have the opportunity and the honor to meet Tony Robbins and has worked with him since. One of the things he always taught is what? As long as you give value, you're giving value to people, you're helping out, you are entitled to receive. Now, if you're screwing people, you're not doing anything right, you're cheating people, then you also deserve what you get, which is nothing or worse. You get the point? Now, I know a lot of you go, I'm coming here for meditation, not to make me feel all this. No, I feel bad about myself. Maybe you should. Because oftentimes, that is what makes you course correct. Isn't it? A certain amount of pain is good for the soul. You go, oh man, no, I don't want to hear this. Same thing, my answer to that, go away. That pain gives you a kind of a wake-up call to have the awareness. Okay, there must be something that's causing the pain. The pain is just a symptom. It's not the cause. So the symptom could be, I did not want to hear this because it strikes a deep wound inside of me or triggers something in the past that I was hurt. So therefore, blah, 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 whatever your story is. Isn't it? Now, some people, this is what they do. Whenever there's pain, they go somewhere else. I think they switch it off. It's just like you're driving, you see a warning light turned on, you take a hammer, you smash it, and no more warning light, and you keep going. Or maybe this will get the point across. I forgot which teacher said this many years ago. Just there's this guy or woman, I forgot the story. He's afraid of cockroaches. You know, those little things with little antennas, and if you come from Asia, they fly. Some of you go, ooh. Okay. Anyway, I'm immune to it because we grew up with it. All right. Anyway, so the story goes something like this. He goes, there's this guy, a woman, and he's afraid of cockroaches. And he saw cockroaches going around. So you know what he did? Turn the light off. No more cockroach. Dumbass. But some people do that. They don't want to hear what is being taught. So they shut it off. They go to another channel to listen to someone who's going to tell them what they want to hear. So, guess what? Denial makes them oblivious. And so in the end, after so many years of doing that, when they're down in the dumps, they go, you know, that uncomfortable feeling that happened how many years ago was actually an opportunity for me to course correct. True? Not true. And so I hope that whether you like what we're sharing this morning or not, I hope you realize the sincerity in my heart of sharing this with you, because I had to learn it the hard way the first few years. Not until I learned it the hard way, then I go, oh, my teacher was right. So it depends on which side you're on. Some of you, you're givers. You give, you give, you give. Learn to receive. Say, thank you, I accept. That allows you to give more. If you're the kind of person who thinks the universe owes you everything, well, guess what? You better start giving too. Otherwise, one day your life will go down the toilet. You decide. Either extreme doesn't work. That's why I always use the symbol of yin and yang. It's constantly turning. From yang, it becomes yin, yin becomes yang, yin becomes yang. It keeps going, yin becomes yang, yang becomes yin. You give, you receive. You give, you receive. As this thing accelerates, it manifests as prosperity, good health, happiness, and all the good stuff you want in your life. And then you add one more ingredient. The multiplying effect of the law of attraction. Because when this is going on, it's building. Because when you give, by the time it hits, well, not hit, by the time it gets to its destination, it has accumulated, because the law of attraction has attracted similar vibrations to give to the other person. And when it's coming back to you by the law of karma, there's also a law of attraction, so it multiplies coming back to you. So, I mean, if you're smart, you know, the way he explained it is, as you sow abundantly, you reap abundantly. 1 grain of wheat sown, 1 grain of wheat sown may come back to you about 120 grains of wheat. That's a lot. Hey, that's a good investment, huh? What's that? 1,200% increase? It's not too bad. Okay? So, I hope you learned something. I hope you didn't waste your time. For me, that's one of the deep lessons that really affected me, because, again, most of us only want to hear what we want to hear. I just want to hear that, you know, everything comes to me. You have all these affirmations, but without a realization that there are also laws that work in the background, these affirmations will not work by itself. The secret is to work all the components together. You disintegrate your negative thoughts and negative emotions about money, about prosperity, Then you implant or imprint positive thoughts and emotions. So that's a good part. Then you give money to charity. When the good things happen to you, if you want somebody want to pay you for your time, you say thank you, and you give part of it to charity. You give more value. You take the time to nurture and love and care for other people. When people say, "Oh, thank you very much," whenever you need something, I'm here for you. You say thank you. Don't say, "Oh, no, I'm okay. I don't need anything." You say, "Okay, thank you. I'll hold you up to it." No, don't say that, right? So basically, as this happens, the wheel turns. As it keeps turning, guess what? You're continuously releasing negative energy, low vibrations, if you want to use that word, and then you're continuously accumulating good energy, and you're sharing it. Boom, 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 boom. Like that. So by the time this lifetime is over, this incarnation, you go, that was a good incarnation. Let's do it again. Let's just crank it up a little more. And I'll leave you with one thought. One of the things that my teacher taught me many years ago that was mind-blowing, at least for me, yeah? I remember I was asking him, Master, in Buddhism, they say you have to do this, this, and this, and you escape the wheel of Dharma, so you don't have to come back. He looks at me, he goes, yeah. But in our case, we choose to keep coming back. I'm going, what? He goes, no, you don't understand. Listen carefully. The soul doesn't learn all its lessons in one lifetime. So the soul chooses to learn more. However, when a soul wants to learn more, it needs good karma to entitle itself to people and resources so it can continue its life of service. So if you have a lot of good karma in this lifetime, next lifetime you come back to do your work and your spiritual work, it entitles you to the people, resources, and whatever. So you don't come back as a beggar, you come back as somebody with more resources, more contacts. So whatever your life's purpose or your soul's purpose is, look at me, you touch down running. And I'm looking at him, I'm going, he didn't use those words, I'm using American terms here, okay? He said, that's why I tell the students it's so important that they continue generating good karma because you don't exhaust it in one lifetime. If you seriously want to continue doing your spiritual work for who knows how long until you don't have to, then it's important that you have that good karma so that it entitles you to more people, more resources to be able to continue and accelerate your service and your work. Let's meditate. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, thank you for your blessings. Personally, to my teacher, Master Choa Kok Sui Mahaguju Ming, thank you. In full faith, and so it is. Take your left hand, tap your heart center. Take your right hand, tap your crown. We'll do the meditation twin hearts. Raise your hands like this. Visualize the earth in front of you. Be aware of your heart. Be aware of your hands. Just say, our hearts are one, our souls are one. There's only oneness. Be aware of your heart and your hands. Flood the earth with beautiful pink light. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow love. Fill the earth with so much love, starting with your family, your relatives, your friends, the people you work with. Let that love spread to the city, the state, the country. Let it spread to the surrounding areas, and let it envelop the entire earth. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, faith, where there's despair, hope. There's so many people who are suffering in many ways all over the world. Bless them with hope and with faith and a better life. So be it. So be it. Where there's darkness, let me sow light. And where there's sadness, let me sow joy. Be aware of your heart. Just say, our hearts are one. May every person, every being on earth be blessed with peace, with love, with the spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, with light and with joy. So be it. So be it. Just be still. We are not the one doing the blessing. We're just the pipelines for these blessings to flow through. Now be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Go to your crown. Exhale. Be aware of your crown in your hands. Just say, our souls are one. Our spirits are one. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. Let all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. May all be blessed without exception. So be it. So be it. May all be blessed. Now just be still. Be aware of your crown in your hands. Just flood the earth with beautiful golden light. May all be blessed with peace, with love, and with kindness. Kindness to oneself, kindness to other people, kindness to all beings in the entire earth. So be it. Now be aware of your heart. Be aware of your crown. Take a deep breath. Exhale, project golden light even brighter than before, and fill the entire earth. Let that golden light penetrate to the atmosphere, filling the people, the animals, the land, the sea, the air, and let that golden light just saturate the entire earth inside and out. From the center of the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being in the higher worlds, middle worlds, even the lower worlds, let all sentient beings in every direction, every dimension be blessed with unconditional love and kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace and inner healing. Let all be blessed with understanding, with harmony, with goodwill, and the willingness to do good. Blessings be to all. Blessings be to all. May all be blessed with peace, love, and kindness, without exception. So be it. So be it. And so it is. Saturate your home with this golden light, your workplace, the people you care about. Fill them with so much golden light. Transmute any anger, resentment, and negativity into light. May all be blessed right now. So be it. So be it. And so it is. Now lower your hands on your lap. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Floating a few inches above your crown, imagine a beautiful golden star. A miniature sun radiating light in every direction. Just look at it. In your mind's eye, touch that golden light. Feel its essence. Now simultaneously be aware of the love within your heart. Send a stream of love from your heart up to the crown and into that golden star. Be still. Allow your entire awareness to just gently float deeper and deeper into that golden star. Your entire awareness and consciousness are merging with that golden light. You are that golden light. Be still. Om. Just let your attention drift deeper and deeper into that golden ocean of light. Om. Om. Be still. Be aware of that inner stillness and peace. And just simply let go and let things be. Now. Maintain your stillness and awareness. We'll amp up the energy with some secret sauce. Just be receptive. Let go. Allow yourself to be immersed in an ocean of brilliant, brilliant light. Allow yourself, the soul, the spiritual self, to swim in an ocean of beautiful golden light, an ocean of love. You're like a golden drop of water in an ocean of golden light. Be one with it. You are that ocean of light. Let go, and just simply let things be now. Gently, very, very slowly, slide back to your body. Just gently come back to your body. If you like, you can wiggle your fingers and your toes, just move your body a little bit. This allows the soul to come deeper into the body. Otherwise, you'd be floating all over the place. Now, raise your hands in blessing. We're going to release the excess energy. It's called excess energy because we generate so much energy in this meditation. You might not feel it. It's very subtle. After we're done, we want to release what we cannot absorb and use it to bless others even more. So visualize all the people you love in front of you. Flood them with golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with happiness, with prosperity, and with spirituality. So be it. May all be blessed. If you know anyone who is in need of healing, of prosperity, for relationship healing, bless all of them with this golden light. So be it. Now, to further ground yourself, be aware of your feet, the base of your spine, and your hands. Just flood the earth below you with golden light and verbally repeat after me. Let our beloved Mother Earth and all her children be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. So be it, and so it is. Let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Choa Kok Sui Maha Guru Jue Ling, thank you for the blessings. In full faith, so be it. Okay, you may open your eyes. Now, I could be wrong, but with that talk of learning to receive, a lot of you, your meditations got deeper. You know why? When you give in the first part of the meditation, you're blessing, right? Remember? Exhaling. So what happened with that is there was a cleansing happening in your aura and your chakras. Simultaneously, a lot of the old calcified beliefs about giving and receiving were flushed out, if you were listening. So afterwards, when we did the meditation, after we chanted Om, during the stillness, that's when the waterfall of light came down. But since your consciousness has already been primed to receive, sounds familiar? So remember this teaching. Again, it's not mine, came from my teacher. In fact, what I'm going to do, because I felt that this is something that's missing in a lot of people's spiritual practice, good people who want to be more prosperous. I'm going to include this segment, this particular video, in the Prosperity Zen, so that whoever signs up for it, this is available just to remind them. Because oftentimes we think about, we want to give. That's good. But it's just as important to learn to receive. Okay? So, again, thank you very much for joining. Thank you for your patience. I know sometimes, I yak for a while. Again, I didn't know what I was going to talk about. I just pick up the teacher's book. Boom! It's right there. So I'm going, okay, I think I better listen. I might be not that sensitive, but I'm not stupid. If the teacher's trying to tell me something, I think it's important. All right. Namaste, everyone. We wish you a wonderful day, and we will see you on the next segment, which is 7 hours and 15 minutes from now. Quick reminder. Let me just show you this very quickly. So the relationship healing is free. It's available. You just go to masterco.org. So between now and 7 days, whenever you sign up, you can use it to improve your life and the life of people you love. And it's not just romantic love. It's also relationship with your parents, with your children. There's certain energetic dynamics that we're not aware of. And it's divided in two parts. One is learning to love yourself. And the second part is once you have a understanding of who you are and how do you generate thoughts and emotions, then the second part is how to develop loving relationships with others. We used to charge for this course. Now it's free. It's yours to watch and practice, but it's only available for 7 days, okay? Then, of course, this Friday, which is Chinese New Year, you go, but I'm not Chinese. Whatever. Anyway, the lesson is, it's the year of the ox, and the qualities of the ox is perseverance and one-pointedness. So what we'll do is the evening portion of Anchor the Light, which is 6 p.m., it's going to be that talk. The morning one is going to be for prosperity healing, just like this one. And we'll talk about why one-pointedness and perseverance is very, very important, not just for money, not just for being successful. In anything we do, there has to be one-pointedness. You want to love someone, you cannot go, I feel like loving it. Tomorrow, I feel like slapping you. Or meditation, same thing. You go, I feel like meditating, I feel like praying. I had enough of that crap. Okay, let's do it some other time. Doesn't work that way. In anything you want to be successful on, there has to be perseverance, there has to be one-pointedness, and never taking no for an answer. Okay, so we'll talk about that more. Okay, that's it. That's pretty much the announcements. And of course, the Prosperity Zen, we start tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. So the ones who've signed up, tomorrow it'll be turned on. And I just want to, one last instruction here. Don't skip. In other words, every single day, I made the videos shorter and pack it with more energy. So instead of dragging on for 1 or 2 hours, they're 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes each. And it's the concept and we practice. Okay. I made it short in modules so that every day you can do it. Okay. Don't go, I'll do it today, not tomorrow. Give yourself some discipline. Do it every single day if you want to see results. It's just like what we always say. Just signing up for the gym won't make you healthy. You have to show up and kick your own ass to work. Same thing. All right? Namaste, everyone. You all take care. Live super energized. And we'll see you later tonight. God bless.